This is exhilarating. Get excited.
Hi, everybody. Hi, Kev. Yeah, Kev sent us another one in. I still need to react to 2 of the ones that he sent in. I'll probably do those on my own. We'll see. But Kev sent this one in to us, and of course it's AVGN. It's our internet icon James Rolfe, whom you and I both greatly respect because of his due diligence on YouTube and just like as in terms of content creation, period. I mean, the guy's a legend.
Long-standing entertainment and honesty about games and such.
Mm-hmm. And media. I mean, a bunch of people gave him shit for like the Ghostbusters 2016. Remember when Ghostbusters 2016 was coming out, and he literally just stated his opinion? He's like, I won't be watching this. I can't. And then everyone was just like piling on, just being like, James Rolfe is such a terrible person. He's such a... I guarantee you, he voted for Donald Trump. It's like, shut the fuck up.
That was loud.
Shut up. You bunch of ingrates. Man's not allowed to have an opinion. Man's not allowed to speak and express himself. And you don't have to make it personal. See, that's the problem that I have on the internet nowadays. Everybody has to take opinions personally. It's like everything's personal to them. Nothing can just be separated, or, nothing can just be like an opinion that you hear and you're just like, oh, well, that's shitty, he has that opinion. Anyway, what else is new? Why does everyone have to take everything so personal? Why does everyone have to think that, oh, if you don't think exactly like me, you're a terrible person and you deserve to be canceled, you deserve never to make a living on the internet ever again? It's just like, dude, shut up. Shut up. For the love of God. Let the man have his opinions. Let the man think what he wants. And in all honesty, if you don't enjoy it, you don't have to watch it. Mm-hmm. And let the numbers speak for themselves. I mean, the dude's got almost 4 million subs. Look at this, 3.94 million subs, and he's been on the grind for 20 years on this on the internet. Even before there was a YouTube, dude. Sheesh. And you see, people get upset about him having an opinion that they don't agree with, and I'm just like, if he has an opinion that I don't agree with, I'm still going to respect it, because at least he has a critical analysis and a reason as to why, instead of being told, like, he does the due diligence of actually coming up with, like, plot, like, reasons and points why he doesn't like something. Whereas most people out there, whereas most, like, ingrates out there, will just hear someone say something, and then they'll regurgitate that talking point instead of going and finding out for themselves, and it's ridiculous. It's like, dude, do some homework of your own. Play a game. Who knows? It's like, oh, well, this guy who I like a lot said that he didn't like it, and I'm just going to regurgitate his talking points instead of finding out for myself. Dude, come on. It's like the Nostalgia Critic. I have plenty of disagreements with Doug. I disagree with him on, like, entirely on The Wall, Pink Floyd's The Wall, which is one of the reviews that got Doug in trouble. And, well, not really in trouble, but it made a lot of people not like him. But I respect his opinion. I also disagree with him on Signs. I think Signs is a decent like, creature flick.
At the same time, I can't say too much, because there are things based off of the opinions of people that I trust that I choose not to waste my time on, because I'm 90% sure that I probably won't like it.
And that's fair. But that's the thing. But you're not going out of your way to try and tear down this company.
If someone asks me about, like, have I played it, I don't say no because it's trash, because I don't know that for certain. I just say, nah, I heard this from this person and this from this person, so I didn't go check it out. Yeah, and there's so much media out there, and so many games, and so many things out there to try out. It's impossible for you to absolutely try and watch everything. I've never got why people say something is trash that they actually haven't seen anything from. Like, just based off of, like, hearsay, basically. Like, it's a lot easier just to say, no, I didn't check it out because I didn't hear good things about it. like, which is way more like intellectually like honest, in my opinion.
Agreed.
Just be like, no, it's trash. Like, what's your evidence? Like, or why do you think it's trash? Oh, because someone said it was.
Yeah.
And it's like, okay.
All right.
Fair enough, I guess.
Cool, bro. All right.
I don't know. Like, it's just.
Anyway.
It's like, we're being angry video game nerds ourselves right now, apparently.
Yeah. Which.
I think you sound a little more angry than I am right now. I'm pretty chill.
Yeah. Well, Sir Chillington over here, and Mr. Rages a lot. Yeah. So I guess.
But I do agree. There are people on the internet with opinions that think that theirs is the only one that matters, for sure.
Yeah, and it's narcissistic. That's pure textbook narcissism. I'm sorry, but yeah, you're wrong. Anyway, Doom, Angry Video Game Nerd. Let's check it out.
Seen this intro yet?
That's an awesome intro. I've seen it a couple
Thanks
times.
for watching this episode of Angry Video Game Nerd, just in time for Halloween, and this one's been a long time coming. Before we get into it, let me tell you about this video's sponsor, ExpressVPN.
Hey!
ExpressVPN takes the data you send over the internet and wraps it in a protective bubble to keep it away from prying eyes. Then it sends that data through a secure tunnel to its destination. It's all part of the virtual private network that allows you unrestricted use of the internet. On top of that,
well, I think he knew that this one would get age restricted, in which it did. He knew it would get age restricted, so he knew that he had to get a sponsor for it.
I was just saying this is a new experience in general because of the way he looks and sounds now and everything. You know, I'm just like, holy crap, man!
Instead of the Angry Video Game Nerd, now he's the Angry Video Game Dad.
Yeah, I know. Like, he looks like somebody's dad. Like,
He is a dad. I forget how many kids he's got, but yeah, I think that's awesome.
ExpressVPN also lets you change your geolocation to watch movies unavailable in the U.S. It's the spookiest time of the year and the perfect time for a Halloween movie marathon. It can be frustrating, though, when a movie isn't available online in my country.
This is true.
Thankfully, ExpressVPN works like a skeleton key that can unlock what I need. All I have to do is change my location to another country, like France, and like magic out of a witch's brew, the movies show up instantly. All in high definition without any buffering. The shape has never looked better.
I like that movie collection. He's got in the background.
Oh, yeah.
Cool.
He says the shape has never looked better and proceeds to show off the worst Halloween movie ever made.
Yeah.
Halloween Resurrection is terrible. Terrible. Especially after it followed up Halloween H2O, which is one of the better ones, in my opinion.
Even with those eyebrows. And with almost 100 servers to choose from worldwide, I'm always confident that I can find what I'm looking for with ExpressVPN. Find out how you can get 3 months of ExpressVPN.
Underrated one, in my opinion.
Well, he's got the classic, like Mummy and Frankenstein, and like
Dracula,
Satanic Rites of Dracula with Christopher Lee, Curse the Werewolf, Tarantula. He's got original Mothra, dude. Taste the Blood of Dracula. Dude, these are so good. My grandpa's a vampire.
VPN for free by visiting expressvpn.com/cinemassacre or by clicking the link in the description below.
We both did it at the same time. I love it so much.
This Halloween, I think it's time for a real treat. We're going back to one of the best horror games of all time, Doom. I remember when this came out, it was so badass. You couldn't just say Doom. You had to say Doom. or fucking Doom. A proper example in a sentence would be, hey, when I get home from school, I'm gonna play some fucking Doom.
Yeah, it is.
It was more than a game. It was a rite of passage. If you play this, you're cool. Enough with all that other shit. This is the real deal. Everybody was talking about it. Everybody was playing it.
You're an officer on board this ship, and I require you to perform your duty. That is an order, Commander.
Get him, Data.
Let me use it. 5 minutes. I'll pay you back.
There was even a rumor that somebody got Doom running on a McDonald's kiosk, but
I heard about that.
that wasn't true. But somebody actually did get Doom running on a McDonald's cash register.
Doom was the reason computers were invented.
Dude, they got Doom running on a friggin' pregnancy test.
See, I heard that too, and I always wondered about that one.
Oh, it's real. I saw the video of it. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. That's insane.
It was one of the first times I ever heard about system requirements. Megabytes? What the hell is that shit? Will it work on my Commodore 64? Let's find out.
$66.6 hours.
Well, I guess I'm not cool.
At
No
least
Doom
the
for me.
amount of hours is kind of metal.
Oh, yeah.
Hey, that's fine. I'll wait. So while that loads, I'm going to talk about my memories of Doom. Before Doom, first-person shooters, FPS, wasn't what it is today. Back
No.
then, FPS stood for fucking piece of shit. Just look at Fester's Quest. You can see what I mean. At the time, I thought it was great. Never could I have imagined that three-dimensional games would become so much smoother and more detailed. But then id Software dropped on us Wolfenstein 3D. Holy sh!
Basically the first one I ever got to play. Right there.
Same. I remember my Uncle Richie loading that up on my, on, like, the PC. He literally brought the copy of the game with him on a floppy drive and inserted it in, and literally within, like 5 minutes, I was blown away. I was like, oh my gosh! This looks amazing!
My mom's best friend at the time had several kids that I would go hang out with sometimes while they were hanging out, you know, and her oldest son, I think, was probably like 14 or 15 around the time. Mm-hmm. That I was like 6 or 7, and he had a PC downstairs that had Wolfenstein on it, and she was like, "Hey, you can get on Will's computer and play some games if you want." I'm like, "Oh yeah, I'll check it out." And I saw that, I was like, "What's this?" And I was playing it. I was like, "This is pretty cool."
No doubt about it.
And then I didn't actually get to play Doom till like way later, but I played Hexen after this, which is built in a modified version of the Doom engine, and I always loved Hexen.
Mm-hmm. But for me, I look at this right here, this like screenshot right here, and outside of my name is BJ Blazkowicz and my head is a loaf of bread. Yeah, I know. But just seeing this brings back so many memories, and just my uncle. And I remember when my Uncle Richie left and he took the floppy disk with him. I was just like, what? He is a thumb.
To be honest, it's just like a pinky finger. I could draw him on my pinky finger. It would be the same fucking thing, right?
You probably would. I can actually see it. Oh, God.
Shit. And then, in 93, came the big motherfucker, Doom.
So good. Chainsaw.
And even though I played this like for the first time, I think in high school, like it was still a blast. Like even playing it like years later after playing other stuff.
Yeah.
So like I think I had played Half-Life 1 at least at the point that I played Doom for the
melted
first time, and I still really had a blast with Doom even after like
Dude,
playing like Half-Life.
you can boot up Doom nowadays and it's still fun.
Mm-hmm.
That's the crazy thing, is like you can literally go and find ROMs of the original Doom and you can make it run on your PC, and it still works so good.
Our faces, blew our minds, stained our pants, both sides of the pants. Even the instruction manual had one of the best plots I have ever read. You're a tough, mean-ass space marine who gets sent to Mars for assaulting a superior officer. There's a line that says, matching heads with torsos to send home to the folks became a full-time job. All the trouble starts when something evil comes out of an interdimensional gateway. Your radio picks up the sounds of combat, guns firing, men yelling orders, screams, bones cracking. Then finally, silence. The way it's written chills your bones.
Yeah.
And gets you ready to play. When this came out, it was a genuinely scary game. You never knew when a demon was lurking around the corner. Sometimes you'd hear a snarl. You'd jump and say, whoa, where is he? Where is he? It makes you paranoid as fuck. You had to watch your back. And then when you least expect, those evil bastards would get up in your face. This is a game where the sound plays a big part. You had to listen so you know what's coming. And when you shoot those demons, those growls and screams are so brutal.
And the first time you hear something you've never heard before in the distance, you know, and you're like, what the fuck was that? I've not heard that yet.
What is that? Yeah. I heard the Howard Dean in there, motherfucker.
You never get bored of hearing it. It's so satisfying to gun them down. The way their bodies fall into bloody piles is priceless. Some of them, their guts spill out, and it's amazing. I couldn't believe such a gory video game could exist. It's one big, beautiful fucking bloodbath. It was shocking, it was sick, and messed up. It wasn't just a game you play for fun. This is a game you play to blow off some fucking steam. Have I been saying fucking a bit much?
A little bit.
Well, that's because I'm talking fucking Doom. Man, I just want to play it now. Let me ask, in video games,
to play it faster than that.
what happens to enemies after they're defeated? They disappear, right? That's usually what happens, but not in Doom. The corpses stay on the ground. You could even leave the room, come back, and they're still there.
You know, I never thought about how impressive that was for that time.
Oh, dude, yeah. Once again,
it never really slowed down because of it that I remember either.
No. And John Carmack and the engine that he built, the original Doom engine that he built, was just top of the line. And then not only that, but it was very well, like, what's the word? Very well not integrated. It was very well, like, what's the word that you use to, like, it's like it runs good. Optimized, thank you. It was very well optimized for basically almost any PC that you wanted to put, like, run the game on.
Dude, like, I played Silent Hill F that came out yesterday, last night. The bodies in that game still disappear. Mm-hmm. Like, they still do that in games nowadays.
Yes, to save on performance and everything. But not only that, but George Romero and his, like, and his gameplay design, it just, once again, it's so good, dude.
Didn't even know programming that was even possible. It's handy too. Whenever I get lost, I just look for the trail of dead bodies to see where I've been. It's easy to get lost as the mazes get more complex as you go on. Sometimes you almost have to play with the map screen on, which is kind of funny because now you're just an arrow.
Yeah.
Kind of feels like you're controlling the spaceship and asteroids.
Exactly.
By the way, you could even hump the walls.
Quite a few times.
Yeah, you hump the walls looking for secret doors.
Oh, and those weapons. Man, those weapons. It feels triumphant when you pick up a chain gun, or a plasma gun, or a chainsaw. There's nothing more vicious and foul than when you're grinding away at a demon's face. Oh, damn! And just think, since Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the idea of chainsaws being depicted as weapons was a pretty savage concept. I had never seen it done in a game in such an epic, bloody way.
Not only that, but considering that id was based out of Texas, and they're using a chainsaw and they're massacring friggin' monsters on Mars, it's like, Yeah.
And then there's the BF fucking G. Yes, the big fucking gun. Don't give me that Bioforce gun bullshit. It's the big fucking gun. And if you run out of ammo, your last resort is your fists. Man, who goes around punching?
Yeah, fisting motherfuckers left and right.
Punching demons in the face.
If you get the rage upgrade, though, they'll freaking explode when you punch them.
Oh, and wait till you get berserk.
Yeah.
Now you can punch so hard, some of the demons explode. You don't want to fuck with this guy.
The soundtrack is dope.
Yeah!
Yeah!
It's on the way, phone.
The music. Dude, it doesn't mess around. It just rocks your balls off with the soundtrack by Metallica, Slayer, Pantera, Alice in Chains, AC/DC, and more. Oh wait, those bands didn't actually sign off?
Nope, it was just
You can call them
inspired by.
sound-alikes or inspired by, but damn, some are identical. Just listen to the comparisons on YouTube. Either way, I'm not complaining because metal and doom go together better than coffee and cream. I've already said this game can be scary, but when you get to the later levels, it gets flat out traumatizing. As a kid, playing this all alone in your room late at night freaks you out. The walls are covered in flesh and blood. There's faces popping out everywhere. This place is bad news. It's as if you're descending deeper and deeper into hell. Look at that. They said it best.
You literally are.
Best in John Carpenter's The Thing. You gotta be fucking kidding me. There's a guy crucified with statues barfing blood. There's
And
a
the
beating
music's even
heart.
creepier at that point in the game, too.
I just need to ask, how did this place get this way? So, great game. But here's where we talk about all the bad parts. So, what are some of the things that are wrong with this game? Nothing.
I can only say, like,
Absolutely
basically the original controls are a little unwieldy.
Yeah. A little bit.
Like, nowadays, like, if you just get it on Steam, I think that they've done an update like they did with Heretic and Hexen, where it will just automatically work with mouse and keyboard. But if not, Z-Doom is incredibly easy to just download for free, and it will update Doom to give it, like, widescreen support, mouse support, like, it plays, like, fantastically that way, you know?
Thing. It's the fucking best. That's all there is to it. And if one awesome game wasn't enough, well, then came Doom 2.
And Doom,
More of the good stuff.
yeah, and in Doom 2, they also introduced the super shotgun.
Yeah.
Oh, the horde, yes. Oh, yeah. There it is.
Man, Doom 2's got everything. Even has a famous Easter egg. While facing the final boss, the Icon of Sin, you go through the wall and find a head on a spike, which
John
is
Romero.
designer-programmer John Romero.
Yep. That's actually the weak spot of the thing. You actually have to like hit that blind, and you know it's John Romero's head.
The legacy of Doom can barely be charted, as it's influenced too many games to count. It's been the subject of several mods, like Mario Doom, Batman Doom, Seinfeld Doom, and there's a ton more weird mods out there. And still, Doom holds up.
There's also some that just make it even more metal, like Brutal Doom.
Oh my god.
Brutal
yeah.
Doom lets you, like, kick and, like, adds a bunch of other stuff to it. I can't exactly remember, but it's pretty cool.
Many other 3D games from this era become dated. Remember Zero Tolerance on Genesis? No? Well, good. But Doom, we can't forget. When we inhabit Mars, we'll still be playing Doom. Oh, I gotta play it. I gotta play it! Come on. That WAD file's gotta load. Load that WAD! Don't jerk me around! Fucking Doom! I gotta play Doom! 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 I must play Doom!
Sounds like Bender from Futurama. We're doomed! Doom!
I can't tell what the one that's like right behind him that's like dark green, like to the left of what I think is Miss Pac-Man.
That is Miss Pac-Man, yeah.
What's the one to the left of that?
I gotta play Doom!
That would be funny if that was just a little Doom box sitting right behind him.
Don't jerk me around! Fuck!
See, trying to get to the point where
Doom! It focused for a second. I think I saw an A at the beginning.
Popeye.
Oh, Popeye. Okay.
Yeah,
So not
that's the one I was looking for. It's Popeye, Miss Pac-Man, Frogger, Pac-Man. Is that Galaga? Can't remember.
You might be leading up to talking about how it's also been ported to like so many things, like since its original release too.
No doubt about it.
I gotta play Doom! Doom! Oh, Doom! I'd sell my soul to play some Doom!
Don't be careful what you wish for there, Mr. Rolfe.
It's speaking backwards. I know. It's that devil shit. Can you repeat that, please?
You wish to play Doom? I can make that happen.
You can help me to play Doom?
How much are you willing to suffer for it?
What do you mean? What's the deal? And do you have to keep speaking backwards?
Actually, that would be a lot easier, so that I don't have to think of all my sentences in reverse.
Okay, good.
Anyway, you want to play Doom, right?
Yeah, I want to play Doom. What do I have to do?
You shall live your life playing crappy games.
Fine. I already do that. And they're not crappy games, they're shitty games. Come on, you're the devil.
Do you accept these terms?
Yeah, whatever. Give me Doom.
You shall have your Doom.
You
Doom on SNES.
son of a bitch. That's pretty good. Fuck. Well, this is Doom on Super Nintendo. What can you say? Just look at it. Doom guy needs to see an eye doctor. It's so pixelated, it's practically a mosaic.
Jeez.
That is a bunch of shit.
The graphics are real dark, too, but not in a creepy atmospheric kind of
running
way,
at,
like a
3 frames
murky,
per second.
ugly kind of way. Enemies
See, Doom 64 is better, but dude, you still can't get the same as like Doom on PC, dude.
can't turn around. They're like cardboard cutouts. They have no back. But on the other hand, the music is great.
That's that Sony audio chip.
Sounds different, but it doesn't sound bad.
The control is also very smooth. Strafing with Alunnar works real well. The only drawback is that you can't turn around as fast as you could with a mouse. You have to give it credit because it's a 16-bit console. They made Doom work well under the circumstances. It even has an online multiplayer feature using the X-Band modem. That was definitely ahead of its time.
Yeah, I had
This is
no
a
idea
good
that was
port.
ever a thing.
But it's nowhere near as good as the PC version. Okay, you got me. Can I play the real Doom now?
Oh, you're not satisfied? Try this.
Oh no.
Doom on Sega 32X. Now, this has got to be better. It's 32-bit. That's twice the bits as Super Nintendo.
Still
oh God.
looks like it's running in
well,
slow motion.
The resolution is an improvement, but not as good as the PC. It still looks pretty murky and pixelated. But the music, what's going on?
It's the fact they aren't using the Sony audio chip. See,
That's really weird too, because Sega typically had better audio than SNES that I remember.
early on, yes, but later when they worked out the deal and Sony basically made it was Ken Kutaragi that spearheaded it. Yeah, Ken Kutaragi, the father of the PlayStation. He was the one that worked out the audio chip that became standard on like halfway through the life cycle of the SNES. And thus, that's why the audio on a lot of SNES games later on is way better. And Sega, unfortunately, never really focused on that. Sega was mainly focused on visual fidelity.
The huge difference that I remember is Pitfall: The Mayan Adventure. If you compare the sound on the SNES version to the Sega version, the Sega almost sounds like not, 32-bit. Like, it almost sounds like just real recorded audio in places. Especially like the Jaguar, like, screeching and stuff.
Yeah, I get that.
And like I remember, like, as a kid, like I knew there was something different about when I got my own copy of the Mayan Adventure, because I had an SNES and my neighbor Levi had a Sega. So when I originally played it, I played his, and that's why I wanted my own copy of it for my SNES. And then I remember feeling something was off and different about it, and then later realized exactly what the differences were. Like how smooth the animations were, and like higher fidelity graphics, and the sound being like dope on the Sega compared to the SNES.
And honestly, Sega, in certain games, in certain aspects, Sega did have the better, higher fidelity. But the problem is, it's just, availability at the beginning of the life cycle of the Sega. But by the end of the Sega Genesis life cycle, it had equaled the sales of the Nintendo or the Super Nintendo. So yeah.
Did we go backwards in
I would
technology?
think that Sega
Sounds
should be able to have had the music sounding better than that. I don't know.
Somebody shoved a harmonica up their ass and farted through it.
This is a downgrade from the Super Nintendo version. You can compare them side by side and see the level designs are actually missing certain things, like this hole. Where'd the hole go? Turning around is still a chore, and 3 buttons on the Genesis just doesn't cut it. You gotta get the 6-button controller.
Yes.
Not to mention, it has 15 levels compared to the 22 levels on the Super Nintendo version.
Alright, enough joking around. I want the real Doom.
Trust me, I have a version that'll be more to your liking.
PlayStation?
Whoa, that's actually pretty cool.
Yeah.
It has its own original title music, which sounds like the Danny Elfman Batman theme. I think that's cool, but hang on. Did they change all the music? All the Pantera and Slayer stuff is gone, replaced by some droning atmospheric music. Which is still cool, I guess. It's creepier. Oh well, the graphics are superb, almost like the PC. They even added some color tinting to some of the rooms to help you distinguish where you're at. The controls are smooth. Everything operates fine.
Sounds and stuff too, like sound effects.
Yeah.
So that's kind of neat, actually. It sort of like feels like a mod for it. Like it's like a atmosphere mod.
For me, I think that if you were to do this version of the game, like this version of it, with the original soundtrack, dude, that would have been amazing.
I almost feel like this must be the version that most inspired Doom 3.
Probably.
Fine. It even includes Doom 2, which is a big bonus. None of the other ports had Doom 2. So there's not much to complain about here. It's a near perfect port of Doom. But man, that music, it just doesn't feel complete without those rockin' tunes.
So I have to pass on this one too. Come on, can you at least give me one version of Doom that checks all the boxes?
Try this one for size.
Oh, God.
Okay, well, Doom on the Sega Saturn. I wish I could say it's better than the 32X. The graphics are a bit more crisp, but it's darker, and the controls are a little more laggy. It also has random slowdown every now and then.
That's because, once again,
Yeah,
the
that's
Sega
sort of
Saturn
nice.
was not a very well
The
optimized.
PlayStation's the only one that actually had like a kind of smooth frame rate so far.
Yeah, and Sega. Here was Sega's problem. Sega's problem was they released the Dreamcast. Like, they released the Dreamcast after they did the Saturn. If they would have skipped the Saturn era, altogether, and instead would have focused all their efforts on the Dreamcast when it came out, they could have had a serious like contention in the market. But because so many developers got burned because of the Sega Saturn, nobody wanted to touch it. Or nobody wanted to touch the Dreamcast. Even though the Dreamcast was more powerful than the PS1, almost as powerful as the PS2, had online capabilities, and was just an overall great console. Sadly, it's just,
Mostly I've heard from people who like tout the Dreamcast as like one of their favorite things, that they were just big Phantasy Star fans. I think it was Phantasy Star was the game.
Phantasy Star's a good one.
Phantasy Star Online.
Yeah.
Because, that was an MMO that people that wanted to play MMOs could get into on a console, so.
Mm-hmm. No doubt about it.
I could definitely see how I could have, if I had access to that at the time, I could have sunk a lot of time into that and made fond memories with it for sure.
No doubt, dude.
A case where playing it on a CD is
WoW
not as stable
instead
as
on
on a
my PC.
cartridge? I don't know. Also, where's the music? It's the same atmospheric drone like the PlayStation. No Metallica.
It's a port of the PS1 version, isn't it?
Nothing. Did they get a cease and desist from Lars fucking Ulrich? That music ain't cutting it. You gotta give me a better Doom.
Oh, you don't like that music? Well, see how you like this.
Oh no.
Jaguar?
The Atari Jaguar?
I forget that's a thing a lot of times. Back to the SNES graphics.
My brain when seeing this.
Wait, there is no music, is there?
There is.
Oh, this has to be a joke. Listen to that. Hear that music?
I said none.
There is no music. Okay, so you might remember that I've already brought this up in my Jaguar episode back in 2009. Doom. This is one of the best console ports of Doom that I've played. It comes as close to the PC version as it gets, but they had to ruin it with one thing. There's no music during the gameplay. Really? Was there any reason not to have music? But shortly after that episode, I got a message from designer Sandy Peterson explaining the situation. I'll just summarize by saying it was a money issue. From what I was told, the contract with the composer meant having to pay him the same amount for the Jaguar version as the PC version, and clearly the Jaguar would sell far less copies.
Okay, once again, I am all for composers maintaining the rights to their compositions. Like Mick Gordon, I am all about Mick Gordon maintaining the rights to his compositions. And not only that, but Mick being 100% fine with it being shared on the internet, because he understands that the more his reach is out there as a composer, the more he'll get paid from like his contracting work. And honestly, I can see why, that would be a point of contention, not getting the rights to the music for the original Doom back because the composer was holding out. That's a bit of a dick move, but at the same time, I get it. I get it, man.
I mean, I totally see the perspective of if you're going to give a license for your stuff that you've written to someone, like wanting to be paid, like if they're going to use it in multiple different ways,
Mm-hmm.
I think this is a scenario where it's a little bit like, it feels like asking just a little much. Like it would have been nicer to be like, hey, as long as we have it in this context of this same video game and we pay you like a flat amount, we can reuse it in the same video game in the future going forward, and that should be like part of the contract, I feel like.
I think so too. Also,
It's like whether the
one thing
video
you can
game's
do
on a
to
different platform or not.
Well, one thing you can do to sweeten the pot is basically say, okay, we're paying you a flat fee to use it on these primary things, on PC and on like these consoles here. You know, Sega, you know, the big ones, Sega and Nintendo. And then for the other arbitrary ones that come along later, which, you know, Sony wasn't even in the console game when Doom was a thing. Sony was just getting into it, so, like, I can understand them not pursuing the license for that and instead going with something else, because maybe they thought, oh, with this console, there's no guarantee that it'll be a success, so we're just going to play it safe and we aren't going to fork over the royalties, or fork over the fee. Here's what I would do, is I would literally say, hey, here's the main thing. We're going to pay you for these 3 consoles here, PC, Nintendo, and Sega. And then, if we put it on another one, instead of you asking for the same rate for, you know, one of those consoles, instead we'll give you a piece of our porting like bonus.
I just try to look at everything from a lot of different perspectives, because, you know, if someone came to us and was like, hey, we want to use one of Killbait Overdose's songs in an indie game that we're currently making, and it's going to release on Steam, and we'll give you guys $500 for it. For the rights to use it. That would be cool, you know? And then all of a sudden, that game blows the frick up and gets a port to like every other console and becomes one of the biggest video games of all time. Mm-hmm. And we're still just sitting here with $500 for our efforts for that.
Well,
and it would be kind of like, you know?
Well, no.
It's like we should have probably done something to like have like a contract.
I would have had a clause.
They were gonna make it come to other things and such, because now
for each console
something
they
we
put
contributed
it
to the success of got really stupid successful, and yet we didn't really get much for it.
Well, to contribute to the success of it, I would say, okay, here's a clause for every copy of, or for every console or different platform you put it on, that would we weren't going to ask for another $500, but instead, how about for every 50,000 copies of the game sold, that's another $100. And then let's do the math on that. Say it sells 10 million copies. So for 50,000 divided, 100 divided by 50,000. 100 divided by 50,000. That's basically 0.0002, but let's multiply that by 15 million. Say it sells 15 million copies. Boom, we just made $30,000. So,
and if they actually asked them, if they asked us to compose for it and we made new stuff for it,
that's
at that point
I
would rather just be like, yeah, we would 0.03% of the total profits that the game makes over time, basically.
Well, yeah. Like that, maybe we can negotiate for
so that it becomes like a paycheck for us actually being like one of the employees of the company at that point, basically as their composer, you know.
Yeah, and I wouldn't mind that. I wouldn't mind that at all. But anyway, sorry.
He ended by saying, I know that's a shitty reason to leave out the music, but there you have it. Pretty awesome of him to respond, right? Yeah. Otherwise, it's not a bad version of Doom. The controls are alright. It's the only version to have a custom keypad overlay. Sure, holding C to strafe is a bit clunky, and the map screen's a little weird. It's almost like playing an Atari game. Actually, I am playing an Atari game.
Okay, that's it. Can you do any better? Or should I say, can you do any worse?
Eat this.
Oh, God, no. Oh, no.
3DO?
No. Oh.
Oh, at least it's got the music.
Oh, my God. Oh, my God. The music. It's amazing. It's even better than the PC version. It's like they re-recorded.
Cool, yeah.
I was expecting something horrible.
The music with like a real guitar even includes some pinch harmonics.
Ah, yeah.
So there it is. The best Doom music. But as for the game, it's the fucking worst.
Ah, that's why. That's the trade-off.
Yeah.
You get great music, but shit gameplay. I want that remastered version of the soundtrack, dude.
Also, the soundtrack does sound a few BPM less than the original as well.
Yeah,
it sounded a little slowed down.
I would speed it up a bit.
The resolution and frame rate is terrible. The controls more laggy and more delayed than any of the other versions. You can shrink the screen to make it run a little smoother, but who wants that? The story goes that designer-programmer Rebecca Heinemann had only 10 weeks to rush the port through development.
What? 10 weeks for a port? I know that back then game development, it was a lot more like cut and dry because of collaboration between a lot of these companies, but damn.
And I've heard she's real cool and has shared stories about its production. She even shared some behind-the-scenes photos of what? FMV scenes? This game was going to have FMV scenes? They actually filmed a bunch of crazy stuff with full Hollywood-level monster costumes. It looks awesome. But sadly, it didn't make it in because it was delivered 2 weeks before release, and there wasn't enough time to make the deadline.
God dang it.
It would have been really cool to see.
The one thing that did make it in, when you die, your head explodes.
Oh.
Nice.
Wow. Let's see that again. It's the only version of Doom where your head explodes. Amazing. If only the rest of the game were any good. Okay, so let's rank the Doom ports. Graphics. I'd say the
PS1.
best is PlayStation and the worst is Super Nintendo.
Yes.
Music. I'd say the best is 3DO and the worst is Jaguar because there is none.
Yeah.
Control. The best is PlayStation and the worst is 3DO. If I were to give them names, I'd call them Poor Man's Doom, Silent Doom, Mosaic Doom, Almost Doom, Cow's Anus Doom, and Diluted Diarrhea Doom.
Damn. So you got the cow's anus and the diarrhea. So in terms of like ranking it, I would say best out of these, then Jaguar, SNES, 32X, Saturn 3DO in terms of gameplay.
They all have their pros and cons. This is like a pick your poison situation. And no, I didn't forget about Doom 64, because that's a completely different game. I call this one Blind Doom, because it's so dark you can't see shit.
Now this is the one that inspired Doom 3.
Very true.
If only it was the 64th version of Doom.
Wait, what about Doom on Game Boy Advance?
Oh, Christ, really?
Really? Doom on a handheld console? Do we really have to scrub the bottom of the shit bowl? Actually, this is half decent. For a handheld console, the resolution's similar to Super Nintendo, but it's brighter and easier to see what you're doing. It controls fine. Music and sound are good. Not as good as PC, obviously, but for a portable version of Doom on Game Boy Advance, it's not bad. Okay, there can't be any more of these. I'm done now, right?
Just hang in there.
There's a ton of them.
Doom on the ZX Spectrum?
What the hell is a ZX Spectrum? That hurts my eyes.
Why would they port Doom on the ZX Spectrum? Why even bother? The graphics are what you'd expect, and the controls are so bad it's almost non-functional. Now you're really pulling my leg.
NES?
Doom
What? I didn't even know it.
on NES? There's no way. Look at it. It's total garbage.
That's not Doom.
Ugh. I look at this, just the fact that this exists, I'm just like...
At least it works with the NES Zapper. That's good, I guess. Doom on Game Boy? No. No. This is below the bottom of the toilet. We're all the way into the
Oh,
shit on that.
sewage plant at this point.
See, that's what I would expect that the pregnancy test Doom looked like.
No fucking way.
Doom on Virtual Boy?
Oh, cool. So it can hurt your eyes even more.
I thought this would be a cool idea. To experience Doom in virtual reality, but this is way
But
too
Virtual
soon.
Boy is not actually virtual reality.
No, it's
It's just
red.
a headache machine.
Yeah, as someone who owned one, Here's what I'll say. The original concept of the Virtual Boy, the fact that Gunpei Yokoi wanted to wait another 2 years so that he could get like the full RGB worked out and not just like cheap out on red. Like, he wanted to do that, but they rushed it. They told him, oh no, we have to have it out by this date. And he's like, but it won't be ready. We'll only have the red done. Or like we only have like the red LEDs working right now with the 3D spectrum. Like, you're gonna have to, like, we have to delay. And they said we can't. And Gunpei Yokoi, I want to just run this by you all. Gunpei Yokoi is the man responsible for the Game Boy. That's right, the Game Boy. Gunpei Yokoi is the man responsible for the Game Boy Pocket, and the Game Boy Color. Arguably the father of handheld gaming as we know it. And they saddled him with this project, the Virtual Boy, and they basically said, oh yeah, you have all the time in the world. Instead, nope, they rushed it, and because it got rushed, and because it's arguably the biggest failure in Nintendo's history, they fired Gunpei Yokoi. You literally fire the man that revolutionizes handheld gaming because he couldn't deliver on the fucking, against the docket that you already stacked against him. What the fuck, Nintendo?
Right.
And then not only
Imagine what the Switch could have been with his help.
Oh, I know. Dude, what hurts me the most is that Gunpei Yokoi, after he got fired, Nintendo eventually realized their mistake and they were going to hire him back, but he died in a car accident. God, son of a bitch, dude. Life just isn't fucking fair.
Yeah.
Ready yet? Oh, man, at least the blood is red. Because everything's red. Doom on Atari 2600? Yes, somebody actually made this. Doom on Vectrix? Somebody actually got this to run?
Never even heard of that.
That's it. I can't take any more.
No more Doom. No.
It can't be! Doom on Tiger Electronic Handheld!
This is fucked beyond belief. This is below human standards. This game is filth. This game puts the dye in diarrhea. Who wants to play Doom on a Tiger handheld console? It can't get any worse. Oh God!
Oh God, it's worse.
Handheld console. It can't get any worse.
Actually, I need to use this as like a cutaway clip. It's like, this can't possibly get any worse.
Oh God! It's worse!
Oh my gosh.
Doom on R-Zone!
Doom on a wristwatch. Doom on a flip phone. Doom on a calculator.
Yeah, I've seen that.
Doom on Calculator actually looks
That's right.
surprisingly
Doom on a
better than the
calculator.
Tiger Electronics.
The crazy
and stuff.
thing is, you think I'm making this up. It's actually
No,
real.
I played it on mine in
am
high school.
Really?
Yeah.
That's awesome.
playing Doom on a calculator. Doom on a Wawa order screen? You can play Doom while you're ordering mac and cheese. Doom on a gas pump? Fill up your car while blasting away demons. Don't smoke while you play it. Doom on the Dreamcast memory card screen? The VMU? I need to emphasize, not Doom on the actual Dreamcast, but on the memory card. Doom on the screen of your car? Well, that's dangerous. Doom on your thermostat? Doom on your VCR clock? Dig out your VCR for that one. Doom on your microwave? Good way to kill time while you're waiting for your food. Doom on the turkey thermometer? Doom on a pregnancy test?
Yeah, there it is.
I'm not kidding here. For real. Somebody got this to work. Doom on the Odyssey? It's just a dot on the screen. But that overlay works nice.
But it is the only Doom port where you get to use a realistic gun.
Doom the water arcade. Now we're past the limits of electronics. Doom the Etch-a-Sketch? Doom the flip book?
That's actually pretty sick.
Doom on a Rubik's Cube? Doom on Pogs? Fucking Pogs.
Pogs
And
are the
finally,
shit.
Pogs were awesome.
Doom the Suppository. It's the only one with Doom 2 because it's number 2. Diarrhea dumped the Doom out.
And by the way, I took 10 of them earlier. You want to give me the doom, you demonic devil dickhead? Well, I got some dookie doom for you, fuckface. I'm gonna launch it out my ass through this sumbitch. This is the BFSG, big fucking shit gun.
No, not that.
Bombs away, motherfucker! Here it comes. This way. All right, where's the button? Where's that fucking button? Here we go.
Freaking floppy legs.
Oh. All of a sudden, you just look like James's wife. He's like, "James, what are you doing down there?" Like, "I'm shitting all over the devil, honey, with the big fucking shit gun." Okay, dinner will be ready in 30 minutes. Thanks, hon.
Oh man.
Oh yeah, now we're talking. Get him, James. Get him, James. Thank you. Doesn't he have to cock it? John?
It's you.
Never mind the man behind the wall.
You're John Romero.
Yes, it was me all along.
You made fucking Doom.
Yes, and I've been waiting for you to review it. What took you so long, nerd? More than 200 episodes and you still haven't done Doom.
Are you telling me you've been behind my wall the entire time?
Yes, it's been interesting.
Okay, so look, you made me play all these Doom ports, you did all this weird stuff to the room, you're this decapitated head on a spike that's somehow alive, you're the great and powerful. Can you do just one thing? Can you get Doom to run on my Commodore 64?
No, I can't do that.
And there you go. Icon of Sin, voiced by John Romero. He actually got John Romero.
Oh, that's dope.
That's awesome. He actually got him to voice it. All right.
Hell yeah.
All right. Well, James, that was good. That was very good. I like that. So, yeah, that surprised me with how just how deep he went. I shouldn't be surprised, man. It's the nerd. I mean, what are you gonna do? Can you say other than just well done? Well freaking done.
So next, y'all need to come back and request that Metroid video because I want to see that.
Oh yeah, the original trilogy. Oh, Metroid, Metroid 2, Return of Samus, and Super Metroid.
The GOAT.
Yeah,
probably my favorite game of all time.
It's arguably one of the greatest games of all time.
It's a close tie between that and the first Metal Gear Solid for me.
Very nice. Very
definitely
nice.
replayed Super Metroid more times than Metal Gear Solid.
Not surprised. Well, it's been out longer, so that tracks.
Yeah.
All right. Well, everyone, I don't know what else to say at this point except for go check out James Rolfe, the Angry Video Game Nerd, still doing it after 20 plus years being on the internet. I'm all about this stuff, dude. I love James Rolfe. He's one of my heroes, and if you see this, James, just know this: we love you, man. Keep doing what you do. Never change, man. Never change. So anyway, I guess that's gonna do it. So till next time, everybody. I'm Nate.
I am Nick.
Y'all be good people. Take care of yourselves. Peace.